Hey guys, it's me. Look, and I'm talking while playing. Not really post commentary. Too nervous to. This was my first time doing Sunken Temple. It was all of our first time. It was a random pug. We picked it up, and we knew this dungeon was gonna be tough. And I looked up a little guide. This was our fourth attempt on the very first boss. And sorry about the camera being close. Shift commented on that. He's like, "You play so close." I do. And I was like, oh, I should remember to zoom it out for boss fights to make it easier on myself. And I don't remember this until the second boss fight. And not even at the beginning of the second boss fight. So, give me a break. So, how does this boss work? Oh, well, I'm glad you asked. He spawns bees. But not just any bees. Bees that kick your ass. And they have basically a little timer on them. And if you don't kill them before their timer runs out, they will deal a crap ton of damage to you, the person, whoever they're attacking. I think it's based on how much health they had removed. So if you got them to 1%, they're gonna deal all that damage that you did do to them back to you. So they do less damage if they were at full health. So kill the bees. Not much else. This boss doesn't hit that hard. They tend to not hit that hard when they have more interesting mechanics. So that way everybody can move around, at least at these lower levels. This is where I'm at right now. So we just got doomed, and that is 10 seconds and you die. So you need to run to one of those panels that is lit up, and it wipes it off of you. I can't be cured any other way. You have to run to one of the panels. And you need to pay attention to this, because the first 3 times we wiped wasn't because of my lack of healing. It was because all 3 of my team members would either not pay attention that they got doomed, or that they thought they got rid of it and didn't, because sometimes the panels shut off, and so they weren't really paying attention to that. So other than that, it's a pretty easy fight. It seems really hard, but once you realize it's basically just running to panels and getting rid of your doom. See, it's like she ran to a panel that was lit for a second, but then had to run back over here when she realized it. The real trouble is the bees. If your DPS can't catch the bees quick enough. And see, I even felt confident enough to start attacking the bees, and I usually am too nervous when I haven't done a fight before to do anything else but hold my fingers over my heal buttons. Ugh. I mean, I'm already out of things to say, and we have 2 bosses to go. So yeah, I think I'm nervous. You can definitely see I'm over healing. I'm casting regens when I don't need to. I'm stone skinning everybody even though I don't really need to. I just, I'm nervous. I heard the dungeon was really hard, and we'd already wiped 3 times, and I really wanted to make sure everybody was going to stay up. But I don't think you need to put that much effort like I am. Lots of dooms. It's just not that big of a deal. You can, I don't know if you can interrupt the doom. I'm not sure if you can interrupt it or not. I don't think you can, but whatever, it doesn't matter. And we're almost done. He's getting close to being dead. The problem is I get a little cocky coming up with the bees and not healing the tank, because I'm like, oh, she's fine, or he's fine. It's probably a guy in real life. He's fine. Should be no problem. And what happens is I'm playing with the bees and not healing him, and then a bee final stings him and he dies. Luckily it's at the very end. It's coming up in just a jiffy pop, I would assume, because I'm watching the video at the same time, so I know this battle's almost over. So we will just go ahead, and she's gonna get final stung. There he goes down. My bad, because I imagine if I would have kept him topped off like I usually keep people topped off, that would have been fine. So there's that battle. I don't know how to pronounce the name of that boss, but on to the Temple Guardian. This boss is more of a healer check than anything. We didn't wipe to this one at all. This was our first attempt, and we will win. But and it starts off I thought man, this is gonna be pretty easy. I knew it was going to be a healer check, because he's kind of like Titan, kind of. And so I knew there was going to be kind of like AoE damages and stuff. But I then start to overcompensate and really heal everybody way more than I need to. And near the end of this, you'll see my mana drops a ton, and I switched just over to regular cures, which seem to be able to hold everything just fine. So instead of like right now where I'm like stone skinning everybody and regenning and things like that, which are over 100 MP per cost, you know, and I'm not 38 yet, so I don't have any way besides not doing anything or using an ether to regen my mana. And you can tell there's not a lot going on. We have 2 summoners. I think it might have been a little bit easier if we would have just had like 1 summoner and then like another melee to help. Yeah. So not a lot going on. You have to destroy his core first before you can actually attack him. I never know really what's going on, honestly, because I don't usually have to attack. I did a dungeon earlier today on my my mage, and it went bad because I kept trying to heal people. I mean, we won, and it was easy because there was a face roll dungeon. It was the very first one. But you kept seeing me, well, I didn't record it, but you keep seeing me try to like do heals. I'm like, wait a minute. That's not what I'm supposed to be doing in here. So he also starts doing this move where he knocks somebody against the wall. It's unavoidable. He just does it, and so you gotta heal through it. And here you can start seeing the AoEs, and you can watch people's health start dropping. And I'm like, oh crap, oh no, you know, I'm getting a little nervous. So now I'm throwing up the regens, and I'm throwing on the cures. And that guy got, I think, pounded against the wall again. The cure 2s are expensive. So I see that the guy had blind on him, but I didn't care to get rid of it because he's a caster, and I don't think blind has any effect on casters. I could be wrong on that, but I don't know. So look at just those stomps. Has me scared. And so you see the mana start going down. I think I'm slowly starting to zoom the camera out at this point too. I don't know if I zoomed it out as much as I eventually do. Yeah, it's decently zoomed out. There's still not much to go in this boss. He does the phase multiple times. You got to kill the core, and then you can attack him again. And when you attack him, that's when you can take a moment. See, I just blew an ether there. 60 mana is all I got from that. It's not nothing. It's nothing, and it's like a 3-minute or 2-minute cast before you can use another one. But I'm trying to get everybody like up. I'm so nervous. I don't want us to fail. You know, and we're timed. You see, we have 37 minutes left. We still have more area to go and another, like the final boss to try. And we all know the final boss is going to be hard. And it did take us, you know, multiple tries to get the final boss too. But that's for when we get to the final boss. We're almost getting to the end of this one. Yeah. I just live commentate next time when I do these. I get so nervous. I miss a lot of my free cures too. If you cast regular cure, it has a chance to give you a free cure too, and a lot of the time I miss them and waste. I'm a wasteful healer because I get nervous. When I get nervous, once I'm comfortable with something, I do fine because I understand how much I can heal and how much damage is going to be done and how much time I have in between damages to get people up. But here I'm nervous, you know, and you look at all that health go down, and it's like, oh my gosh, I'm nervous, I'm afraid. But it ends up being fine. We won this one. It wasn't too difficult at all. No doom effect to screw anybody up. And my mana's doing okay because I'm using mostly cure 1s now, and I stopped stone skinning. I stopped regenning because it was just a waste of mana, and I would probably might have out of mana'd if I kept doing that and not really getting any benefit from it. And he is about to go down, I think. Oh yeah. I don't know. The video says it's almost over, so I'm assuming he's about to go down. I never barely target them. Yeah, there he goes. See, I know what I'm talking about. Easy peasy. The funny thing is nobody in the dungeon, I don't believe us running the dungeon, anybody running it got any gear that we actually wanted, so, which was unfortunate. So this is the final boss, and this guy is the one with the most wonky mechanics. This was our second attempt, and you can see we have 10 minutes and 48 seconds to get it done. A little stressful. We're like, ah! So what he does is those little heads that pop down, you have to kill those on top of the panels. They don't have to be lit. You just have to kill them on top of them. I believe they shut off once they are on top of a panel. So we'll see that Here, yeah, it shuts off once he's on. That way you know, I guess, that you can kill him. You have to kill him there or they keep respawning, so get that done. This guy, he doesn't do too much stuff himself. It's more of all the external stuff that happens that causes the biggest problem. And because we don't have any melee, the guide on X14 Nation, 14 Nation, XIV Nation, recommends a melee to grab them and run them over to those, but our tank had to do it because we're all casters. So now he puts these swords on the ground and they shoot lasers in certain directions, and our team had a pretty hard time avoiding them. Me and the tank were fine at it, but our 2 summoners were not. And you gotta DPS those things down or they just keep shooting lasers at you. And yeah, I just got paralyzed. I'm not sure what attack does a paralyze. I think he might just randomly do paralyze. Not a big deal. Just get rid of it with my get rid ofing ability. So you can stand pretty close to those lines too. So it's not a big deal. You just need to move a little bit, and it gets quite hectic. He does this other attack soon-ish, this square attack, where stuff goes down in a square, and if you don't kill it, it does this like massive AoE. Trust me, we get hit by that AoE because we still weren't really sure what was going on. See there, you see one right there. And I'm afraid to go in it because I can't heal people who are inside of it, so I don't know if I can heal people who are on the outside of it. So I didn't want to get myself stuck in there. And you can see we ate an AoE there. I'm not sure if that's from that in the square or just if he does AoEs. Either way, I start using my actual AoE heal, and I told them to gather. I think I did. I'm not sure. I can't read my text box. But I think I told them, you know, after big AoEs, come to, you know, gather close so I can AoE heal everybody. So yeah, like I said, I'm not for sure if those attacks are coming from the square or from him. It looks like they're just coming from him. Yeah, creeping darkness. So just now I'm just trying to keep everyone up. It was a little nerve-wracking. I don't usually play healers in games, and I've been going healer lately, and it's scary. Everybody's life's in your hands. So now here's where it starts getting kind of crazy. All these lasers start coming out more and more, and you just got to keep moving. Just like get out of the way. They randomly pick, you know. And I use Presence of Mind because I see people's health is really low. So Presence of Mind speeds up my casting. So I'm like, because I got to get everybody up. And our team is like, there should not be this much damage going on from everybody else. The only person who should be taking damage at this point is the tank, and they are getting whacked by these lasers. It's probably because they're sitting there going, oh, I want to finish casting whatever spell I'm casting. Move! It's difficult for me. Look at my health. Look at my mana, 500 and something. It's like I can't like, you know, keep y'all up. Just don't have it in me. I still don't know what to do with the squares. I think we finally limit break at one point. Yeah, we limit braked here. And I think someone goes down at this point. Yeah, health has just dropped like crazy. It was a difficult fight, but hey, we got on our second try. That means we had the most trouble with our first try. So there you go. There's me talking through a thing. I know you guys only like my APB videos and blah 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 blah. And even then, the last one, you guys hated my last APB video. You guys were dicks in the comments. So whatever. I don't fucking play that game anymore. Your mom. Thanks for watching, guys. Yay!